Welcome, friends, to the Slumber Vault. This is a sanctuary for your mind, a quiet space carved out of the night, where the noise of the world fades into a soft, velvet silence. Here the air is still, the lights are dim, and time moves only as fast as your own heartbeat. Tonight, we invite you to step out of the cold and into a warm, secluded workshop. It is a story of patience, of gentle hands, and of the deep peace found in making old things shine again. So settle yourself comfortably now. Allow your body to sink heavy into the mattress. Take a slow, nourishing breath in, filling your chest with calm, and let it go, releasing the day in a long, slow sigh. You are safe here. You are warm. And our work is about to begin. The story begins on a night deep in December. Outside, the world has been painted in shades of white and charcoal gray. A winter storm is moving across the valley, heavy and determined. If you were to listen closely, you might hear the wind, a low, hollow sound, whistling past the eaves of the roof. You might hear the soft, rhythmic tapping of snow piling up against the window pane, sealing you in. But here, inside, the storm feels like a distant memory, a story told by someone else. Here, in your private workshop, the air is perfectly still. It is warm, it is dry, and it smells faintly of wood smoke and the sweet amber scent of old beeswax. You are standing in the center of the room. This is your sanctuary. It is a place built for slow hours and quiet thoughts. The walls are lined with tall cedar shelves, filled with jars of pigments, spools of copper wire, and books with worn leather spines. The only light comes from the stone fireplace in the corner. A large log, thick and seasoned, burns steadily there. It pops softly every now and then, sending a shower of orange sparks drifting up the chimney like fireflies returning to the sky.
The firelight casts long, dancing shadows across the floorboards. It touches the edges of the room with a warm, flickering gold. But your destination is the desk. It sits beneath the north-facing window, a massive, sturdy piece of furniture crafted from solid oak. It is an old desk. It has served you well for many years. You walk towards it now, your socks moving silently over the thick wool rug. You run your hand along the edge of the desk. The wood feels cool and smooth beneath your fingertips, polished by time and the oils of your own hands. You pull out your chair. The wood creaks, a familiar, welcoming sound, like the greeting of an old friend. You sit down. You settle in. You feel the solid support of the chair beneath you, grounding you, anchoring you in this moment. On the corner of the desk stands an architect's lamp. It is made of brushed brass with heavy, articulated joints. You reach out, and with a soft click, you turn it on. A pool of clear, warm light floods the center of the desk. It illuminates the scratches and the grain of the wood, revealing the character of the wood. The rest of the room, the shelves, the window, the door, falls away into the cozy shadows. The world has narrowed down to this circle of light, this stage for the work to come. To your left, waiting for you, is a box. It is not a grand chest. It is simple, humble. A cardboard box with corners softened by wear and a lid that has been taped and untaped a dozen times over the decades. You slide the box into the center of the light. It makes a dry, whispering sound against the wood. You lean in closer. You can smell the history clinging to it. It smells of dry attic air, of undisturbed dust, and the faint, ghostly scent of dried pine needles from Christmases long, long ago. These are the scents of memory. You place your hands on either side of the lid. You pause for a moment, honoring the stillness. There is no rush here. There is no deadline. The clock on the wall ticks, tock, tick, tock, counting out seconds that belong only to you. Long pause. Very gently, you lift the lid. The cardboard sighs as it opens. Inside, you see a sea of tissue paper. It has yellowed with age, soft and brittle, like the pages of an ancient book. You carefully peel back the layers. Crinkle, hush, crinkle. The sound is delicate, quiet, satisfying. Long pause. And there, nestled in the soft paper, are the patients for tonight. A collection of vintage ornaments. They are mercury glass, fragile bubbles of history, perhaps from the 1950s. They lie in their paper nests, sleeping. They are beautiful, but they are tired. You see a teardrop shape, once a brilliant teal blue, now covered with a veil of gray dust. You see a round sphere, a faded cherry red with a stripe of white glitter that has lost its sparkle. Their metal caps are dark with tarnish. Their colors are muted by the years. They look almost like sleeping jewels, waiting for a touch of light to wake them up. They have been waiting in the dark for a long time. But tonight, in the safety of your warm workshop, while the snow falls silently against the glass, they will shine again. You take a deep breath, inhaling the scent of the fire and the old paper. You ready your hands. The work is about to begin.
You reach into the box, your movement slow and deliberate. Your fingers brush against the crinkling tissue paper, searching. And gently, very gently, you lift out the first ornament. It is a teardrop shape, elongated, elegant. It is colored a deep, faded teal, like the water of a mountain lake just before evening sets in. As you hold it in the palm of your hand, you are struck by its weight. Or rather, its lack of weight. It is incredibly light. It feels as fragile as a hummingbird's egg, or a breath of frozen air captured in glass. The mercury glass is thin, delicate, a testament to a time when things were made with a different kind of care. You hold it loosely, letting it rest safely in the curve of your fingers, treating it with the reverence it deserves. You bring it into the center of the light. Under the warm glow of the architect's lamp, the years become visible. A fine layer of gray dust coats the teal's surface, muffling its shine. It is the dust of attics, the dust of forgotten corners. It dulls the reflection, making the ornament look sleepy and dim. You set the ornament down on a soft, velvet pad on your desk. You reach for your first tool, a brush. It is an artist's brush, made of camel hair. The bristles are pale and impossibly soft. You run your thumb across the tip of the brush. It feels like silk. You pick up the teal teardrop again, and you begin. You bring the brush to the glass. Swish, swish. The sound is barely there, a whisper of hair against glass. You sweep the brush across the curve of the ornament, top to bottom, top to bottom. With every gentle stroke,
The gray veil is lifted. You watch as tiny specks of dust are swept up into the air, dancing for a brief moment in the beam of the lamp before floating away into the shadows. Swish, swish.
The motion is hypnotic. Pause. Your hand knows the rhythm. Pause. There is no rush to finish. The act of cleaning is an end in itself. Pause. You work your way around the circumference of the teardrop. Pause. Turning it slightly, brushing. Turning it slightly, brushing. Pause. The teal color begins to deepen. Pause. Without the dust, the glass starts to catch the light again. Pause. It is waking up. Pause. Now for the deeper clean. Pause. You set down the brush. Pause. You pick up a small glass bottle of distilled water. Pause. The water is clear, pure, motionless. You dip a cotton swab into the bottle. Pause. The cotton drinks up the moisture, swelling slightly. Pause. You touch the damp cotton to the surface of the ornament. Pause. The water is cool against the old glass. Pause. You begin to move the swab in tiny, slow circles. Pause. Round and round. Pause. Round and round. You work on just one small section at a time. Pause. You watch the trail of the water as it lifts away the grime of 50 years. Pause. The path behind the cotton is gleaming. It is smooth. It is bright. Pause. The friction makes a faint squeaking sound, soft and high-pitched, the sound of cleanliness. Pause. You are washing away time. Pause. You are washing away neglect. You move to the next section. Pause. Dip and wipe. Pause. Dip and wipe. Pause. Your breathing slows down to match the movement of your hand. Pause. In and out. Pause. Wipe and lift. The room around you seems to disappear. Pause. There is no storm outside. There is no cold. There is only the circle of light, the teal glass, and the slow, steady rhythm of your care. Pause. As the glass becomes clean, you notice a small imperfection. Pause. A detail that has been lost. Running horizontally around the teardrop, there is a hand-painted stripe of white. It looks like a ring of snow hugging the ornament. Pause. But in one spot, the paint has flaked away, a small gap in the ring. Pause. You set the cotton aside. Pause. You reach for a tiny jar of white acrylic paint. You unscrew the lid. Pause. The paint is creamy, thick, and bright white. Pause.
You select your finest brush. It has only a few bristles, culminating in a point as sharp as a needle. Pause. You dip the very tip of the brush into the white paint. Just a tiny bead of white sits on the end. Pause. This requires focus. This is the moment where the world stops completely. You steady your hand. You rest your wrist against the edge of the desk for support. You hold your breath just for a heartbeat.
You bring the brush down. You touch the glass. And you pull. The white paint flows from the brush, filling the gap. It is liquid and smooth. You connect one side of the broken line to the other. A perfect bridge. You lift the brush. You exhale. The stripe is whole again. The ring of snow is unbroken. A feeling of deep, quiet satisfaction washes over you. It is a small thing, this line of paint, but it matters. To mend something broken is a kind of magic. Now, the final step for this patient. The crown. You look at the top of the ornament. The metal cap, the little collar that holds the hook, is dark gray. Time has oxidized the metal, hiding its true nature. You gently pinch the wire loop and pull. With a tiny scrape, the cap slides off the glass neck. You set the teal teardrop down safely. Now you hold only the metal cap in your fingers. You pick up a polishing cloth. It is a piece of soft flannel impregnated with silver polish. It smells faintly of chalk and ammonia, a clean, sharp scent. You wrap the cloth around the tiny metal cap, and you rub. Rub, rub, rub. You use your thumb to work the cloth against the metal, back and forth, round and round, applying a gentle, steady pressure. It takes patience. At first, nothing seems to change, but you keep going. Rub, rub, rub. Then, you see it. A glimmer. A spark of light breaking through the gray. You shift the cloth to a clean spot, and you polish that glimmer, expanding it. The dull gray retreats. In its place, a brilliant, mirror-like silver emerges. It catches the light from your architect's lamp and throws it back, sharp and bright. It looks like liquid mercury. You finish polishing. You wipe away the last residue of the compound with a clean corner of the cloth. The cap is transformed. It looks new. It looks proud. You pick up the teal glass again. You gently slide the shiny silver cap back over the neck of the ornament. You squeeze the wire loop and insert the legs into the glass. You release the wire.
click. A tiny metallic sound. The sound of completion. The ornament is whole. It is clean. It is mended. It is bright. You hold it there for a moment, simply looking at what you have done. Your hands, steady and warm, have turned back the clock. The storm outside may howl, but in here, you have created a piece of perfection. You feel your shoulders drop an inch lower. Your breathing is deep and rhythmic. The focus of the work has cleared your mind of all other thoughts. There is only the glass, the light, and the peace.
The repair is finished. You lift the teal teardrop, holding it high, directly into the beam of the architect's lamp. It transforms. Before, it was just a piece of old glass, but now it is a vessel of light. The light passes through the mercury coating and seems to glow from deep within the center of the ornament. It radiates a soft underwater blue. The color is rich, saturated, alive. The silver cap you polished so carefully gleams like a crown, and the white painted stripe, that bridge you mended with your own hand, is crisp and bright. It looks new again, and yet it still holds the soul of its history. It is not perfect in the way a machine would make it. It is perfect because it has been loved and cared for. To your right sits a small wooden drying rack. It is made of smooth dowels waiting to receive the finished work. You reach out and hook the silver wire of the ornament over the wood. You let go. The ornament settles. It begins to spin very, very slowly, round and round. It catches the light as it turns. It casts a reflection onto the surface of your oak desk. A pool of blue light swimming across the wood, ripples of teal and silver rotating in a hypnotic dance. You watch it spin for a moment. Your eyes soften. The movement is as soothing as the turning of the earth itself. But the work is not quite done. There is a rhythm to this night, a gentle cycle, and there is comfort in repetition. You reach back into the box. Your hand finds the next patient, a sphere. You lift it out. This one is red, a deep, dark cherry red. It reminds you of holly berries or the embers at the bottom of a fireplace. It too is covered in the dust of the years. You settle back into your chair. You pick up the camel hair brush, and you begin the dance again. Swish, swish. The sound is familiar now. It is a lullaby. You sweep away the gray, and the red begins to burn through. It is a warm color, a cozy color. You do not rush. You clean the glass with the water. You polish the cap. Rub, rub, rub.
until the silver shines. There is a deep, soulful satisfaction in this. In a world that is often loud and fast, you are doing something quiet, something slow. You are saving something beautiful from being lost to time. You are not just cleaning glass, you are preserving memories. You are ensuring that this little red sphere will hang on a branch and catch the light of a Christmas morning for another 50 years. The red ornament is finished. You hang it on the rack beside the blue one. Now there are two, blue and red, spinning slowly side by side. One last time, you reach into the box, you find the final treasure. It is shaped like a bell. It is silver, pure silver. It has a frosted pattern of snowflakes stenciled around the rim. It is the most delicate of them all. You hold it gently. You clean the frosted snow. You polish the silver bell until it becomes a mirror. As you work, you can see the reflection of your own room in the curve of the glass. You see the firelight. You see the books. You see your own calm face.
They spin slowly on the rack, their movement barely perceptible. The light from the lamp hits them and scatters across the desk. Little stars of blue and red and white dancing on the oak. You feel a wave of peace wash over you. It starts in your chest, a warm, heavy feeling of accomplishment. It spreads to your shoulders, relaxing the muscles. It flows down your arms to your fingertips, which are tired but happy. The storm outside does not matter. The darkness does not matter, because here, in this circle of light, you have made something bright. You have brought the past back to life. You watch the ornaments turn, round and round, glimmering, shining, safe. Your eyelids feel heavy. The focus you held for so long is melting away into a soft, fuzzy haze. The beauty of the glass holds your gaze, but your vision is swimming, gently, happily. You have done good work tonight, honest work, quiet work. And now the reward is the peace that follows. It is a tiny world captured in silver. You finish the bell, you hang it on the rack. Now the rack is full. The task is complete. You lean back in your chair. You clasp your hands in your lap, feeling the warmth of your own skin. You look at your work. 3 ornaments, teal, red, and silver. They hang there, suspended in the quiet air. They are no longer dusty or forgotten. They are radiant.
The work is done. The night is now fully yours. Slowly, Without rushing, you begin to tidy your sanctuary. You pick up the tiny jar of white paint. You place the lid on top and twist. It closes with a soft seal, keeping the paint fresh and safe. You take your camel hair brush. You rinse it gently in the clear water. Swish and swirl. You reshape the bristles with your fingers, smoothing them out. You lay the brush down to rest. You wipe your hands on a soft cloth. They feel clean. They feel warm. They are ready to rest. You look at the pool of bright light on your desk one last time. You reach out to the brass head of the architect's lamp. Your fingers find the switch. Click. The bright light vanishes. But you are not in darkness. The room instantly softens. It returns to the embrace of the fireplace. The harsh shadows disappear, replaced by a warm orange glow that flickers and dances on the walls. The room feels smaller now, cozy, intimate.
In this soft firelight, the ornaments on the drying rack look magical. They are no longer just glass. They are glimmering stars suspended in the semi-darkness. Teal, red, and silver, catching the flicker of the flames and holding it. You stand up from your chair. Your body feels heavy and wonderfully tired. A pleasant weight pulls at your eyelids, your arms, your legs. You walk slowly towards the large, inviting bed in the corner of the room. The covers are thick, made of down and soft flannel. You climb in. You pull the heavy blankets up to your chin. The warmth wraps around you instantly. It feels like a hug. Safe. Secure. You lie on your back and you look out at the room. You can still see the ornaments spinning ever so slowly in the dying light of the fire, round and round. You feel suspended just like them, weightless, held safely by the softness of the bed. Outside, the snow continues to fall. It is wrapping the cottage, wrapping the valley in a thick blanket of silence. The world is white and quiet and still. Your mind is as clear and polished as the silver bell. There are no worries here, only the memory of the gentle work, only the rhythm of the brush. You close your eyes. The fire crackles one last time, a soft, sleepy sound. You drift, floating on the stillness, drifting deeper and deeper into the velvet dark. Restored, peaceful, asleep. Good night.